Hello everyone, welcome back. I hope you've had a fantastic week, and those of you that celebrate Christmas, hope you had a wonderful day. So today I thought we'd do something different. This is a self-portrait and I use an app. I'll put it in the description where it changes it into this amazing tonal value that we can work from. So this is me wearing glasses and we are going to attempt to draw this. So let's start, everybody. So as usual, I'm taking my 2H and I am going to just work across and get the proportions in, more or less. And if I look at the width of my face without the glasses, we're looking at about that. And we're going to do a center line. We're going to go back to all the basics of drawing. And if I look at the top of my head, and I'm going all the way up to the top of my hair, and I look at the bottom of my chin, so my glasses, this line here, to the bottom of my chin, it is equal distance, which is about there. Oops, no, that's not quite half. Let me just make sure that I have my distances correct. Oh, you see I don't. So just double check yourself and get about halfway. Okay, let's go. So I'm going to put in the glasses first because I think that will help us with regards to where everything is. This is the edge of my face, not the edge of my glasses, and my glasses go beyond that. So I'm going to do that. Remember that this is just practice. We're not doing anything to be worried about. Round glasses. I love the reflections in the glasses, and I love how my eyeballs have got this beautiful black around them. I'm just going to shade this in. I'm just going to give this a bit of a round solid area. Shade it across the top, comes around, it goes into here. We'll take out those highlights. Taking this across, and we will work this over on this side. I think my ears are skewed because if I look at this, yeah, they must be. It's at a very slight angle. So it's making sure to keep that in mind, because remember what I said, that we need to do something, we need to observe. And the only way to observe is to make sure that we have much of a likeness to what the drawing is all about. So you can see that I have gone over my line of my glasses is much thicker than what is in my drawing. So I'm just going to pull that out. And this is what graphite is all about. It is so forgiving. I'm actually going to extend my glasses down. I just feel that I just don't have them quite big enough or round enough. So I'm extending them down. And again, I'm going to put this in the top. And now we can start with this beautiful shadow. So I don't know if you can see what this app has given me, but basically what it's done is it's given me a poster-like effect on all the shadows in my face. And this is what I'm loving. You can see that the tonal values have come out, and it has actually given you all of them. So this one here, this shadow comes down and across, it comes around. We'll put in these tonal values by using different pencils. And obviously the light is coming from that side, which I can't remember where I took this photograph. But we need to be aware of the light, and that shadow around there, which I think is my hair. I have cut my hair very, very short, so that could easily be what that is. And it's funny how photographs actually reverse, because my parting is on the other side of my head, but that's fine. I'm not going to be pedantic about that. All I want is, I just want to get these shapes in so that we can start getting those tonal values down with the rest of our pencils. Comes down on my nose, and this is way, way too short. I can see that I have gone much longer on my glasses. I think, let me have a look and see, or I haven't got my, no I haven't. Somewhere along the line I don't have my dimensions right. So it should end there, which is correct. And then my should end down here. That is also correct. So basically, the glasses are telling my brain that this part of my face is too short, and it actually isn't. So let's just shade all of this in. What I'm doing is I'm leaving the white of the paper where I see white, and I'm shading in the rest of it. So my eye comes down here, and I'm going to shade all of this in, and then what we'll do is we'll build this up. And we'll take out all the highlights, so don't worry about that. If I look at this, and we were looking at it on one of the other tutorials, that is white of the paper, that is not. So we just need to be aware of our tonal values, and just use the side of your pencil and just gently, 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 oh, I've got chipmunk cheeks. Oh, great big smile. Yeah, just use the side of your pencil just to get that very, very light value in. And my lips look very, very thin, which they actually aren't at all. I think this is going to be, I have not got that shape correct. So starting again, it's actually a V going up there, and this side there. And it goes to my pupil, which is about here. So that is where I'm going to end it. If I put my pupil in, that goes up higher, comes right to the edge of my glasses, and I'll put this pupil in over here. That's where it ends, is there. So the bottom of my mouth does continue. And now that I'm looking at this, drawing it, observing, it's not a very complimentary photograph with the way that I've had it turned into this poster effect at all, but it's fun to draw. I don't know about you guys, but we have had such hot weather, and today it's now overcast. Not complaining, but it is still so humid and so hot. It's unbelievable. We had no rain on Christmas Day, which is quite phenomenal. We usually have rain every single Christmas. This area here, you can just do some haphazard streaky lines. I do have a fringe, but it's not showing up here, and that's also fine. I just want to get this shape in, and this has gone into complete shadow here, which I just want to get the shape of these glasses correct on the side here. Going into complete and utter shadow here. This whole area is in shadow. Some beautiful highlights across these glasses, and this is what I love. I love all these reflections and highlights. It just makes it so much more interesting. And then my face, this comes down here. This is in line with there. There we go. sort of got that shape in. But as you know, as we go along, we will make sure that my chin does not look long enough. I'm just going to take a little bit of artist's license here and elongate it. These shadows here, shadows inside my mouth, coming up the side of my nose, and it comes around here. So you can take a photograph of yourself, and I'll put the name of the app in the description, and basically draw yourself instead of drawing me. Just going across here, we will, as I said before, we will take these highlights out with our eraser. You've got this massive highlight here at the top, which is very, very different in terms of shapes. And we've got, this is here, yes. The background, that would not be my shirt. This is my shirt here. I'm just going to do a part of it. I'm not going to do the whole lot here. Comes down, there is, although that is we're going to blend, so we are going to get that tone in. But for now, I just want to get in some of the pencil so that we can use it to blend out and get a kind of a lighter tone in other areas. This is not an easy project, I have to tell you all, so don't beat yourself up if you are struggling with it. It is really not an easy project at all. I just thought it would be fun to try something else and to give you an app that you could actually take in fact anything. You could use it for anything. It's quite incredible. And turn it into your own sort of poster effect like I've done here. And it gives you all the tonal values, as I said. It's absolutely fantastic. This is at an angle, so I need to take that out. This is at an angle too, so I need to take that out. So even though I've got these eyebrows that are happening here, this is definitely at an angle here. Yes, and then you can change it to whatever you want. It gives you an option of using quite a few tonal values. You can add and subtract, and to your heart's content, which is very, really nice. I'm just going to shade this out over here because I want to get those values in with a darker pencil. So at the moment we're just doing the shading, and all I want to do is I just wanted to get the start of the iris so that we could get the edge of the mouth. You've got these lovely teeth that are grayed out with highlights on them, so we're going to put those big teeth in. It's funny what you see on yourself when you have a photograph like this. It's actually quite amusing. But so have I got a likeness, I wonder, at the moment? It kind of is. Just want to see this width of my face here. Yep, I've got that. So I want to check the length of my chin, because I kind of feel that, yeah, that's right. Goes down and under. This comes up here. It is, it's all sort of there. Which is quite interesting because my brain is still telling me, I just want to see here, my brain is still telling me that there's something just not quite right. Yep, that is right. My glasses are the right, yep. Just want to see what the width of them are. Perhaps that's where it is sitting, is that I don't have, yeah, I've got that. So I'm not sure, but maybe as we go along and as I start adding in the detail, it will start sorting itself out. The other thing I want to say is this board that I have underneath my, let me show you, this beautiful board that I have underneath my book was a Christmas present to me from my husband. I'm just so happy with it. I've already done a watercolor portrait on it, and love that I have it, and I think that this is actually going to help alleviate my back, my sore back, and that after I've been standing and drawing for long periods of time. So maybe have a look at something like this, because it does have places on it where you can raise it so that it's sort of like a desk. Well, no, not a desk height, it's at an angle that you can work on without bending over at a funny angle. So well worth looking into. Right, so now I'm getting out my blender, my blending stump, should I say. And as usual, we need to wipe it off. I'm just going to use a piece of paper towel and wipe it as clean as I can get it. There we go. And now I'm just going to blend everything out, and I'm going to blend over the entire thing. So although we'll have some pencil marks that we do need to sort of keep, it is going to blend out across everything, but that's fine because this has got a tonal value throughout, which we can clearly see. We've got hard lines and we've got soft lines, which is also beautiful. And we want all of these. We don't want to lose our basic drawing though. That's what we don't want to do. So just be careful how you do go about blending it out. Make sure that you blend out obviously in the areas where you've put the pencil down, and just very, very carefully take it over the areas where there is no pencil, just so that you get a tonal value down. So there we go, I've done that, and now I'm going to go into this section here. I'm not enjoying this, the top here. I do feel that that needs to move over, so I have moved it over, and I think I have that a bit too high, but we'll sort that out at a later stage. I'm not going to worry about that now. I've got this here. I'm not sure if that's my ear and my hair, or just my ear or just my hair. Not really going to worry too much about it. And here we can, this is going to blend out. Just be very, very careful, because this is going to blend out into what I mean is you're going to lose most of your part of your drawing here, but just be careful. There's a lot of graphite down in this area here. Perhaps I've put down a bit too much, but that's also how we learn. So you're always learning. So first go over the glasses and then do the area within it. Oh, and as I was saying to you, it is just so hot. We've just had the most unbelievable weather. But here in this area, humidity comes with it. So it is quite hard, and especially if one does, play golf. I'm on a golf estate. One needs to hydrate more than you can ever possibly think, because it really does take it out of you. Right, so that is not correct. I'm going to take that out. That's far too low. And I'm just going to bring this back in here again. Sorry about that. That's my bracelet clanging on the wooden easel. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to take another pencil. I don't want to make this too long, this tutorial. I'm going to take a 2B. Because how many tones do we have here? One of the paper, then we have 2, 3, 4, 5. We've probably got 6. And I'm going to start putting in areas of the glasses. So I'm going to put this in. I think that what I've done here is I've made the glasses the same sort of height as what the nose area is, and I think that's where it's kind of throwing me out when I say that there's something not right. I think that that is what it is. So you can immediately see that we are now starting to get a beautiful shape here with that graphite underneath. And here, don't forget you have your Tombow, so don't be worried about any mistakes. We can always take out. We have this coming in here. Be aware of all of these darker values. This needs to come up here. So immediately I'm going to take my Tombow. Where are you? There you are. I'm going to take my Tombow and I'm just going to take this out, this light. So that's across the top there. Take that out. And I'm going to, where else did I see it? There's a very, very light section here that we can blend back in again. But this shape is still not right. It needs to come across. We'll get it right. We will definitely get it right. And we've got a dark shadow here. And this is a lot darker. This is darker. Just putting in areas. I'm just making marks at the moment. Just making sure that my measurements are correct. And my shapes. That's what this is all about at the moment. Not putting in anything too hectic. Just so that we can get all of those shapes right. It's the edge of the iris. And I just want to put in the top of the eye. Sorry if I'm going a bit quieter, it's my concentration level. Concentration. And we're just going to do this because that is not a flat line. We've got this coming around here, and then we've got the pupil. Oops, that's my next door neighbors having a great time. If you can hear it. As I said before, I am living on an estate. And besides all the amazing children's laughter, and it's just so wonderful, we also have adults having a great time. Okay, so it's looking a bit strange, but as we build it up, it will start to make more sense. Will start to make a lot of sense. This is the best part of, to me, of, well, the start of it. Well, I suppose all the parts are the best for me because I just love how it starts emerging from the page and just how much one can do with graphite. It never ever ceases to amaze me. Okay, I'm going to put in this here because this mouth is just looking very, very strange. Just to give it a little bit of definition. Perhaps it will look a little bit better. I'm not sure what angle I've took this at. That my mouth looks like a V at the top. But that's fine. That is fine. Take this over. Got to remember where the middle of the face is. So it's about here. Make sure that we have, I might have made it look even stranger, but so what? We will rectify it as we go along. Keep on saying that. But we will. It's already starting to look like something, which is quite incredible. This is what I love about tonal values and graphite. I love monochromatic drawings and paintings. I love color, but this is my absolute best. Okay, so it's already looking like something, just with those few little strokes of a pencil. And of course we always blend out as we go along. We add and we subtract and we blend. And that's looking really good. I'm liking the start of this already. And remember that your blender, because it has so much graphite on it from what you've been working with, is your best friend, because it'll lay down graphite very, very lightly, so that you have the tonal value that you're looking for in that area. So I'm going to put that in, so I don't want to lose that highlight. Okay, then we've got this highlight coming down here. We don't want to lose that. As we build it up, those highlights will stand out a whole lot more. I'm probably doing the wrong thing by putting it in now, but the one thing that we don't want to do is lose the areas where our highlights are. And by doing what I'm doing, it just gives you an idea of where they are. There we go. Putting in a bit more. Then we'll put in that darker part of the... You can see that I'm barely putting pressure on it. I am sort of on the tip of it, but that's because of the detail that I want to get on the glasses. But there we go. So we've started the first part of our portrait, and I think it's starting to look really good. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope that you practice and you catch up. Perhaps after I've put everything down on you know, in the description as to what you can do with that app and what the app is called, and perhaps take your own photo, you know, your own self-portrait, and use that for your drawing. It will be absolutely amazing if you do. Bye bye, have an awesome week everybody.